Have you heard about the series of meetings coming to the Netherlands, April 23 to 30, 2022? It's called Finding Jesus in the Book of Revelation. Hi, my name is Steve Case, and I'll be making these presentations. They will be translated simultaneously into Dutch, so you can take it in English or in Dutch, I suppose, if both, if you'd like. The meetings will run from 7:30 to 9 o'clock p.m., or I'm told in the Netherlands, you would call that 1930 to 2100. On Saturday and Sunday, the meetings will be in the afternoon from 3 o'clock to 4:30 or 1500 to 1630. What will happen in these meetings? Well, the very first one, we'll look at how to study the book of Revelation. And then the remaining 7 will start in Revelation 1:1 and work our way all the way through the book of Revelation, finding Jesus throughout the book of Revelation. These will be taking place at the Utrecht Seventh-day Adventist Church. If you're not able to attend in person, you can watch it streaming online or later on a YouTube channel. So there are different ways to access these presentations. What's going to happen during the presentations? Well, let me give you just a small little snippet right now, something to whet your appetite. When it comes to the very first verse of the book of Revelation, Revelation chapter 1, verse 1, it starts off the revelation of Jesus Christ. Why is it that so often when people think of revelation, they think of beasts or persecution or the end of the world? Well, perhaps it's because we have lost the introductory statement of what this book is about. It is the revelation of Jesus Christ. So if during these presentations, we find that this is not a revelation of Jesus Christ, that will be an indication that we have gone off the rails and we're no longer following the purpose of the book. And yet, when we do look at what is in the scriptures in the book of Revelation, we will find a revelation of Jesus Christ. Now, some English translations start off the book by saying the revelation from Jesus Christ. Those prepositions, they're small, but they mean so much. I understand that in the Dutch translation, it could be either direction. It could be translated the revelation of Jesus Christ or the revelation from Jesus Christ. What difference does it make? Well, if it's the revelation of Jesus Christ, then we will find out more about Jesus Christ. He will be revealed. It is about him. But if it's the revelation from Jesus Christ, then it simply tells us the source of where it's coming from. Let's read verse 1 in its entirety. The revelation of Jesus Christ, or from Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show his servants the things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. So evidently it did come from God, and he sent it to his angel, and the angel gave it to his servant John. So it did come from Jesus. But is it also a revelation of Jesus? I believe that we will find that it is. In fact, the Greek use is presented in such a way that it is both and, not either or. So it is indeed the revelation of and from Jesus Christ. But another part of that very first verse, and I have the King James Version here on purpose, because while it is Old English, and most people who speak English now would not speak this way, it has a word here translated I think is really helpful. And that is the part where it says he signified it. Most current translations in English would say he communicated it, or he made it known, or he let it be known. What is the meaning? Well, the Greek word itself is semino, which may or may not help us. But if you look at what the meaning of semino is, it could be translated as signified or symbolized. It's not just communicating, it is symbolizing the communication. So if that's true, we would have to ask ourselves, are there very many symbols in the book of Revelation? Well, of course, it's loaded with them. And the challenge is, what is the key or the code for understanding all of these different symbols in the book of Revelation? With symbols, it's easy to come up with many, many different kinds of interpretations. And no wonder there are so many different interpretations in the book of Revelation, many of them not being about Jesus, but about all kinds of other things. We have gone off the tracks if we interpret the symbols in that way. But how do the symbols show us Jesus? We could paraphrase this very first verse of the book of Revelation as, this is the revelation of Jesus Christ in symbols. How will we find the symbols? Please come to the meetings or tune in online and you'll find out. I hope to see you this April 23 to 30 as we find Jesus in the book of Revelation.